The 47-bank pivot. 47 major banks just formed a consortium to move $10 trillion in cross-border trade onto a real-time settlement rail. Project Pangea, announced this week, marks the first time European and South Korean institutions are using Chainlink CCIP to replace the 50-year-old T+2 settlement cycle with atomic, stablecoin-based execution. This initiative moves past the theoretical by deploying regulated Euro and Korean won stablecoins directly for foreign exchange settlement. The objective is to eliminate the need for costly nostro accounts, which currently trap massive amounts of capital in foreign jurisdictions just to facilitate trade. By utilizing a single integration point, these banks are effectively treating public and private blockchains as a unified liquidity layer rather than isolated silos. The death of the bridge honeypot. The architectural shift driving this adoption is the move away from traditional liquidity pool bridges toward the cross-chain token standard, or CCT. Unlike retail bridges that rely on vulnerable honeypots of locked assets, CCIP version 1.5 uses a burn and mint mechanism to move regulated assets across chains with zero slippage. This design choice removes the market-making risk that usually kills institutional volume. Because the value is not being traded, it is being transported. Each transaction is monitored by a separate risk management network that can pause the protocol if it detects anomalous behavior. This secondary layer of security is what finally allowed institutions like Fidelity and ANZ to move from testnets to live settlement environments this year. Decoupling verification from visibility. To solve for data confidentiality, institutions are deploying the CCIP Private Transactions module alongside the Blockchain Privacy Manager. This setup allows a bank to initiate a trade on a private ledger and settle it across a public network without exposing the trade size or the identity of the counterparties to the open market. It satisfies the strict requirements of GDPR and MiFID II by ensuring that sensitive business logic remains encrypted while the settlement confirmation remains verifiable. Think of it like an armored truck that moves value through a public street without anyone being able to see what is inside or who owns it. This privacy layer has been the missing piece for the Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation as they prepare for a major infrastructure transition. The signal under the noise. The move by the DTCC to integrate CCIP into its collateral app chain this October confirms that the settlement layer is being extracted from the banking backend and placed on-chain. This transition from messaging standards like SWIFT to value transfer standards like CCIP means that data and value are finally becoming a single golden record. For builders and analysts, the focus is shifting from the price of the link token to the structural reality of revenue accrual within the network, as value now flows to node operators and the protocol treasury through enterprise service fees. The era of speculative pilots is ending. The industry has moved to a production-grade model where cross-chain interoperability is no longer a feature, but the foundational plumbing for global capital. Watch for the results of the DTCC limited transaction test this July, as it will be the ultimate stress test for this new private-to-public architecture. Subscribe for more.